So he's not adverse to change. He's adverse to giving up power. See, he would rather have Jason Garrett than Sean McVay because Sean McVay is going to want some say over the final 53. Sean McVay is going to want to have some control over the draft. Jason Garrett's just going to sit back and clap. Jerry's going to do his own thing. Think about this, Skip Bayless. Sunday was Mr. Kraft's 300th win. Mr. Kraft didn't say anything to Coach Belichick address the team. And Coach Belichick handed the ball over to Mr. Kraft, then Mr. Kraft addressed it. That's how it normally works. Mr. Bolin, who's the owner of the Denver Broncos, never addressed us until Mike Shanahan spoke first. And if he had something to say, he would say it then. At the Super Bowl, Skip, when I was in Baltimore, we won the Super Bowl. Brian Billick had us in the locker room. He says, before I say anything, I want to turn it over to the boss. Art Modell spoke. Guys, you done me proud. We know that was his crowning achievement. And that, Skip, he owned the team. He could have came and said, I'm speaking before anybody say anything. That's not what he does. See, Jason Garrett did not tell us who was going to be playing in the preseason, did he, Skip Bayless? Who told us that? Jerry. Well, Dak's not playing, Zeke's not playing, Tyron Smith's not playing, this guy's not playing. Most coaches, Jerry's had 2 coaches, Skip, that's had power, that had authority. He fired Jimmy Johnson and Bill Parcells quit. The Dave Campos, the Chan Gailers, the Wade Phillips, the Jason Garrett, Barry Switzer, they had nothing. Because where Jerry is right now, Skip Bayless, Jerry wants to get the credit. Because you see, when he won those first 2, who got all the credit, Skip? Jimmy. And even when Barry won one when Jimmy was gone, they said you did it with Jimmy's player. So now, everybody that's there is because Jerry wanted them to be there. And a coach that he has control over. So now, if they were to win it, they're like, everybody know Jason Garrett ain't really doing nothing. Jerry doing all the string pulling. And so, if he gets a Sean McVay, guess who's going to get the credit, Skip? He get one of these new coaches, go come in there, turn that thing around, they start winning. Uh-oh, Jerry don't get no credit. Even though he won 3 Super Bowls, even though he has a gold jacket, Skip, Jerry still wants the credit for the success the Dallas Cowboy has. That's what Jerry is averse to. Jerry's not averse to change, because he's changed a lot.
Yeah, but not much lately. And I do agree with the point made in Gary Meyer's book that he's averse to change in this head coach because you got there at the end of your take. Boy, he's really content with Jason Garrett as his head coach. And I got to say, I feel like I'm Debbie Downer today, but as a Dallas Cowboy fan, Jason Garrett is making it harder and harder for me to root for my team because he is thoroughly uninspirational to me. You know, I can just see his body language. I call him Coach Clap because all he does is stand on, no matter good play, bad play, he just over there robotically clapping. I don't know what he does. I think he's a great play caller, but that's not what he does. He's the head coach of this team.
But he ain't calling the plays now.
That's what I'm saying. He's not calling them. Scott Linehan is. But, again, that's the role he should be in. But Jerry wants him in this role. And the reason Jerry's averse to change is Jason has become family to him. Jason is business as usual for him because everything, the credit will go to Jerry. And plus, Jason's, with Jerry, you have to be a good hang. You got to be able to have beer and nachos with him on Friday afternoon practice.
Or anytime he wants. Anytime
he wants is correct. You got to be able to talk ball with Jerry. And for a while, I kept saying, what does Jerry see in Jason? I knew Jason when he was the backup quarterback for the Cowboys. And he's a good guy to be around. He's fun to be around. But Jerry likes people with some edge. Little profanity never hurt here and there. And I thought, well, Jason's not profane. Then I watched that All or Nothing documentary that they did on the Cowboys last year on Amazon. And Jason's foul-mouthed, man. He was behind closed doors. I was like shocked. Well, okay, so he's got that edge going. So Jerry would like that. And he doesn't mind giving Jerry total credit, and he would never step over the line and criticize Jerry or say, my hands are tied, or if only our owner had gone and gotten us a receiver or whatever. And this Jerry, once he got in your place, the Hall of Fame, it feels like he's resting on his laurels. Like he's just, I'm not sure, I hate to say this because it's tearing me apart, but I'm not even sure he prioritizes winning anymore. We're back to showmanship. Just put an entertaining product on the field, and that's enough. And he's sort of fallen back into that group. You know how they say there are only like 5 or 6 owners who really want to win and they're willing to spend whatever it takes to win. Well, I used to include Jerry in that group. Now I'm not so sure because in the offseason, he finished, I don't know, down the line, 2nd, 3rd, 4th in the Sammy Watkins Derby. And then You know, how do you not go get somebody? How do you not go close the deal on Earl Thomas? What was that all? And again, I know Earl finally got hurt. Knock on wood, I hope he'll be okay. But would he have gotten hurt if he'd been in Dallas in August? Who knows? You just don't know.
Jerry has a franchise that's worth $1.2 billion more than the next closest, which is the New England Patriots.
Yep.
Skip, here's the thing. If Jerry were to fire Jason Garrett, he would be admitting, because Jerry's the coach. He's admitting I'm wrong. I failed. Because think about it, he's given Jason Garrett latitude that he never gave any other coach. Wade Phillips went to the playoffs, he started bad and they fired him. Bill Parcells like, I'm done. Because you told me I was going to have control. I told you I didn't want this guy. You bring him anyway. I said I didn't want to draft that guy. You draft him anyway. So I'm out. You do it. Hey, you want to do it your way, go ahead and do it your way, but I don't want to be a part of it.
Yep.
And Jimmy, like you said, Jimmy did his thing, but Jerry didn't like that. Okay, you might do your thing, but we in front of people, don't embarrass me.
Shamed him. Ridiculed him.
Hey, because at the end of the day.
Scoffed at his football knowledge.
Yeah, because like your check, you see who name to the right, that the right line, that be me. I mean, excuse me, at the top. The Dallas Cowboy Football Club, that be me.
That is correct.
And you talking crazy to me, so he got rid of Jimmy. But Jimmy had total autonomy. Jimmy was the guy. And the best thing,
he seized total autonomy. He wasn't given it. He just took it.
Thank you, Jerry.
That's all I think about now.
What they had in Dallas with Jimmy and that young roster. Thank you, Jerry. We got to. Woo, I might be over here, Skip, having a different discussion. I might just have one ring because, boy, the Cowboys were loaded.
But again, I've defended Jerry on this because he did go get Charles Haley. That wasn't Jimmy. That was Jerry. And he did go get Dion. So that was in that one Barry Switzer championship. But I'm going to say it again. This is back in the early 90s, maybe 91. The great and late Frank DeFord did a big profile on Jerry Jones for Vanity Fair. And in it, Jerry was quoted as saying, I could coach the you-know-what out of this football team. And he still, I believe, believes that with all his heart and soul, that today he could coach the you-know-what out of this football team. He also said the night that he fired Jimmy Johnson, 500 coaches could coach this team and win a championship with it. And he hired the 501st coach on the list, Barry Switzer, to do that. And he did.
Well, Jimmy said you better start auditioning 499 because I'm up out of this piece.
I know.
But here's the thing, Skip. And those were two huge signings, the Charles Haley and the time. But that team was built through the draft.
No, it was. I got it.
Because Jimmy had come from the college level. He tried to recruit a lot of those guys that ended up being on the Cowboys roster.
He did.
And they were loaded.
Yep. So at this stage and age of his life, I think Jerry just wants business as usual. He doesn't want to turn it upside down and start over with the Sean McVay because it'd be hard, man.
Or Sean Payton.
Yeah, or Sean Payton.
Can you imagine what the Cowboys would be with a Sean McVay or Sean Payton with their creativity and that offensive? Oh, Skip Bayless.
Okay, would there be some clashing going on behind closed doors? Yep.
No, there'll be a lot of but Jerry doesn't want that. Jason Garrett ain't gonna clash nothing. He gonna sit there and make his $3.5 million clap.
Clap.
Hey, Skip, I love you, Skip Bayless, but somebody pay me $3.5 million to go clap. I got to do shot, bro. Yeah. Because that's
really good clapper over here.
That's all they got to do.
All I see when I watch him now, it's the only thing I look at. You've kind of ruined it for me. Just see this, and him chewing gum. That's all I look for. Sounds
he'll throw that challenge flag, that's Skip. He'll throw the flag on you, throw that challenge flag.
Occasionally.
And get it wrong.
That's true.
I can't tell if I like when you're happy with the Cowboys or mad at the Cowboys or frustrated by the Cowboys.
I'm getting a little desperate over here.
Yeah.
Well,
how could I not?
I know what you will be on Monday morning.
We'll see. I still got Dak and Zeke.
We'll see. We'll see.
I still got Deshaun Watson.
Okay, all right.
Davian.
Still need to get that buzzer before Monday. Okay, will Tom Brady be out for revenge